So at this point, I struggled for an hour and a half, maybe not that long, trying to find where I needed to go inside active lava zone to get to the inactive lava zone so I can get the blue tablet. So I'm going to make sure that all my stats are full, save the game, and rush past the sea dragon to get to the entrance to the inactive lava zone.
So I'm not sure what side. It's literally right fucking here. Dude, you better not. You
The volcanic
are
rock
too.
which has formed in this area can be carbon dated to between 800 and 3,000 Earth years ago.
Carbon dated to 1,000 years ago, is that what she said? Gimme. Yeah, so it goes down that way. What are you? I don't know, you're mine now. Fuck out of here. I'll go this way. Okay. Ooh, not in the lava. A lot of those little eggs. Kill you? Ooh, I can't. Come here. I want you to come here. Okay, I'll just go. And there it is. Thing I've spent a very long time looking for. The alien facility. Okay, there's the entrance. Can't get me now, bitch. Save. There we go. Take a nice little seat. Why does that light turn on like that right there? Huh? Rare achievement, only 5.505% have found the thermal plant. Yeah, I can see why. Ooh, if you're a cave crawler robot, I'll kill you. Come here. Yep. Why is everything trying to kill me? And why did that do so much damage? What is you? design is relatively simple. Its low threat level is at odds with the advanced technology apparently available to its designers, suggesting it was intended more to patrol alien facilities and repair damaged infrastructure than to deter invaders. Despite its simple design, the construction is quite elegant in its minimalism. 4 electromagnetic legs allow it to traverse floors, walls, and ceilings with reasonable speed, and appear to be replaceable. Internally, there are few moving parts, rendering this construction energy efficient and resistant to wear over time. A rechargeable ion-based power reserve ensures it continues to operate. Assessment. Immobilize and return to Altera for mutual profit. You heard him. Excuse me? Come here. Okay. Scared the fuck out of me. I always keep that purple tablet on me. And there's the blue tablet. Smooth and cold, with a blue light which illuminates an alien symbol resembling an uppercase H. While it is likely these devices served in part as security clearance for whoever constructed them, their size suggests some additional purpose, such as personal computers. Whatever the case, the technology is far beyond humanity's own.
My brain gets pretty frazzled by the end of this video, so the reading will degrade over time.
They're back up.
Come here to me.
Here? I saw that there was a big deposit of ion cube. I don't know if this is a good idea. Don't these store an absurd amount of energy inside of them? So maybe causing a bunch of sparks and hitting them isn't a good idea. Okay. What do we got here?
Integrating new PDA data.
Fossil data recorded from the volcanic rock that was excavated to construct the alien power facility. Okay. It has been possible to extrapolate a number of key trends. Genetic divergence. The aliens' recorded data on indigenous organic remains originated between 10,000 and 1,000 years ago. The life forms on record feature an unusually low overlap with those encountered so far on 4546b. Extinction event. Soil samples from 1,000 years ago contain 300% higher concentrations of organic remains than the soil average. Data supports a mass extinction event, killing off a majority of species and forcing rapid adaptation amongst many of the survivors. So they had their own meteor event. another purple? Ooh, I have another purple. I'm not gonna get zapped if I grab that, am I? This system is directly converting local thermal energy into electricity, current at 90% efficiency. Most of this energy is being stored in the battery-like devices within the plant itself, each of which holds enough to power a small city for a year. Some of it, however, is being drained off. Presumably, as it's distributed to other facilities on the planet, the power plant appears to be fully automated and, given current understanding of the mechanisms involved, uninterruptible. No zapping?
Integrating new PDA data.
A power router in the thermal plant
Alien
is...
facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
So where I was earlier, that I couldn't get in because I needed a blue tablet. Primary containment facility location updated. Oh, okay, at the bottom it's showing what all the power is being distributed to. Self-warping quarantine enforcement units, so the warpers. The Arch network, 10%. Sanctuaries, Alpha, Beta, Kappa, 10%. Quarantine enforcement platform, 35%. Disease research facility offline, because that one broke. Primary containment facility, 20%. And then a 20% reserve. There's also this. Which got why are you spooky?
Integrating new PDA data. Synthesizing ion powered blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to databank.
Okay, ion cubes are grown artificially from a mineral substance and are treated to remain in a stable state despite the huge ionic energy contained within. By installing an ion cube in an appropriate device, this energy can be released as electrical power. Using this knowledge, it has been possible to synthesize new battery and power cell blueprints which leverage advanced ionic energy to last considerably longer. So this is how I get the ion batteries that I need for that stupid-ass spaceship. Where are you? Nope. Oh, okay, it needs kyanite in an ion cube. That one needs nickel, and that one needs diamond. Fuck off. Dude, he almost killed me. That one swipe. I don't think I can actually get out of the prawn suit here. Not without dying. Okay, that got me a bit of a speed boost. Perfect. Let me save the game again. And now we insert the blue tablet. Allow this in case any of those little robots try to mess with us again. Okay, well, they're expecting us.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
There's a thing right there. There's also an ion cube thing that can be mined right here. So maybe it's a good idea to take the suit with me. Lovely place you have here. This is a lovely room of death. Translation device. This device stores linguistic data for over 1,000 different languages. The core of this device may allow alien text to be read and translated. Analysis of the onboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages, and the term CHBCLIVE appears many times in the device's data. Its import is unclear. This device seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language. It will not work the other way around. Okay. Empty case. That's not good. Nanobots. Scan shows some form of advanced nanobot inside this seemingly empty case. These bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation, and it is not possible to ascertain their exact function. It would, however, be unwise to release them. That is pretty funny. That you can just put an empty box here and be like, it's nanobots! Of course you can't see them. What is this? Organic matter particulator? This device contains a highly unstable radioactive isotope, likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it, while leaving physical structures intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it was more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interfere with it. That's pretty cool. Just toss a cube in a building and be like, alright, it's sterilized now. I'd really like it if that thing stayed away from me. Tracking implant? This construct is emitting a high bandwidth signal consistent with alien transmission intercepted elsewhere. DNA on the exterior indicates it was once implanted inside one of the life forms indigenous to 4546b. Its size suggests the subject was a Leviathan-class life form. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the The implant may also have recorded biological data on the subject. However, this data cannot be retrieved. That's pretty big. There's a lot of rooms here. Oh, what are you? Alien building block. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts, and there is some genetic and technological crossover with the design of the self-warping constructs encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is awaiting some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been a fundamental building block of the aliens' technology or even of the aliens themselves. That'd be pretty convenient if you could just build yourself back up. Are you attacking my fucking thing right now?
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Okay. I may be struggling to read right now, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I've seen that egg before. I've not seen that one before. I've seen that. That's those electric eel slinky spike things. Is there any of these for me to scan?
Integrating new PDA data.
Sea Emperor Leviathan research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate the species. Feeding and digestion. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, the species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of plant-animal life. Reproduction. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, suggesting that, like other species on this planet, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable infertility. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food, and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. This substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. It would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Health. Comparative analysis of size and metabolic rates indicates the specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. Extensive internal and external scar tissue suggests it had lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. While a healthy emperor specimen may have held some potential as a cure, it is unlikely any research subject survived quarantine procedures. Yeah, they did say to kill everything. Which is, I mean, a little dumb. And then they allegedly evacuated themselves, but if the planet was already under quarantine, how did they make it out? Would they have been blown up too? Get the fuck away from me. I don't have another blue tablet. And I only have one kyanite on me. So I think I'm gonna have to come back here. Ancient blade. Ancient earth blade. An ancient earth blade dating back to the 13th century. Blood samples in the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state from the period. This evidence supports the theory that the aliens are an ancient spaceborne civilization engaged in the surreptitious study of less developed species. Strange car. Those little skittering things keep freaking me out. Rudimentary tablet. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access the alien facilities, although its structure is rather less complex. It may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and was thus kept here as a form of legacy support. Okay. Circular object. That looks like a frisbee. Holographic projector. This device contains network apparatus and a holographic projection unit. It was likely used as a communications relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to a remote location. There do not appear to be any other devices in range. Alien statue. This artifact is unpowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. The pyramid resembles vines spiraling upwards towards the warm blue stone mounted above it. It may represent a plant found on the aliens' homeworld, a building of religious import, or even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Okay. Or just like a paperweight. That looks really weird. Yin and yang symbol, but they have hands. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognized natural fiber grown on an unknown planet. It bears striking resemblance to the old Earth yin-yang symbol. Two competing theories may explain the similarity. Aliens visited Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced the development of ancient Chinese philosophy. Okay. 2. The concept of yin and yang is universal, since yin and yang describes the fundamental interdependency of seemingly opposite forces. It may be a necessary existential understanding in some form. In all sufficiently developed civilizations, the tapering of two circles, union, into opposed and infinitesimally small points, the finite, is one... Sorry, I got distracted by my phone there for a second. The finite is one logical way to represent this understanding and may have been developed independently by species other than humans. I'd like to think of the first one. The outflow pipes are filled with peepers traveling back towards the surface. Specimens show no symptoms of infection. All specimens scanned are carrying enzyme 42, which data suggests inhibits the bacterium. Specimens' stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting they may have purged the contents before entering the pipes. Assessment. If peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanism by which life on 4546b has survived since bacteria outbreak. So is that the shiny peepers? Because those are the only ones that look different. Other than the ones that are heavily infected. Inflow pipe. Peepers entering the containment facility. The pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. The fish show no signs of distress. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Some specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. So they go in infected and come out squeaky clean. Now let's read this data.
Integrating new PDA data.
Water flowing to and from the primary containment facility is being automatically controlled, independently of other safeguards. Data on the water composition has been recorded. Inflow. Water is being drawn from different biomes around the surface of the planet. The water temperature is considerably lower than the volcanic environment outside the facility, while microorganisms and nutrient counts are substantially higher. Oh, so those are the alien vents that we saw. Because there was a couple times where we saw a peeper get slurped up by them. Outflow. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system and recycled back to the surface. That's a lot of water to be slurped into the building and then go out with no oxygen. It goes down further. This place is huge!
Integrating new PDA data.
According to translated data logs, an indigenous Leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as Enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the Kara bacterial infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the life form's environmental needs, including the import of interdependent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine have been unsuccessful. Take a look at this one, see if it says anything. Oh, a limitless source of energy right there. Yeah. So let's see what's back here. Dead things? Preserved fetus? Sea Emperor fetus. Found preserved in a display case, it is likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Physiology. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue development suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzymes produced in the specimen's digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain. Yeah. I can't imagine that would make the Sea Emperor very happy. Them cutting open and poking and prodding its babies. Wait. Shell composition. The shell casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetimes. Shell casing incisions. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that, removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. No, I think they just took an egg and was like, cut it open. We'll figure it out. Okay, so I need kyanite. I have a bunch of kyanite back on my topside base, but that, as you can see, is like 1,500 meters straight up. Yep. Die. Be injured, please. Oh, fuck, I'm headed right towards it. Oh, I don't want to go near the middle thing. It's the loudest thing in existence. Fuck off. Blue tablet. Here we go. Okay. It's pretty empty. Or maybe it's not. I can't move. I can't jump very high. Wait, can I... Ooh! Ooh!
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Lady, you got some crazy reverb on your voice. So, we're all cool for you not killing me. Seeing as how you were my inner demon that I was experiencing earlier. Oh, please, no! Why are you able to talk? And the other two are just constantly trying to fucking kill me.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Okay. Am I stuck down here? I don't think I can jump high enough to actually get back up there. Hopefully this is the end of the game, so I don't have to play this game anymore. So What is the exploding noise? Hi, how are you? Please don't crush me. I'm not into that. That one's a bust. Are you getting lower? Wait. Before I do anything. Incubator. Ooh, you're so weird. In a normal life cycle, it seems likely that sea emperors would have buried their eggs in shallower waters, where different organic material in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would stimulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the sea emperor itself. Okay. A not cut open egg. These eggs may be hundreds or thousands of years old. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply them with nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. Amniotic sac. Like many eggs on 45446b, these do not contain a nutrient supply which is slowly exhausted by the embryo. Instead, they exist in a form of natural stasis, awaiting appropriate hatching conditions. There is a high genetic match between these organisms and the Leviathan in the vicinity. They appear to be stable and healthy. It is likely that ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably from ideal survival conditions for the parent. Can I scan you? No? You don't want anything to do with me. Okay. You're melting my brain again.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
The enzyme? Okay. Wait, what does this say? Insert hatching enzymes. What the fuck? Okay. I'm not sure what the hatching enzyme is. Would you, would you mind tell me what that is? Fuck. Let me scan you. Okay, obviously want me to go over here. trouble getting up the ramp. Can I scan you now? No? What the f... You are very rude. Scans indicate this arch was left inactive when the facility was abandoned. It likely served as an access point to the surface of the planet. It is much too small for the Emperor to pass through, but would accommodate smaller life forms.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
New blueprint acquired.
So you're not curing me. Available biological data has been used to synthesize the effects of the alien bacterium on the Sea Emperor's natural life cycle. This creature likely lived and moved in small herds around the planet's ocean trenches, coming to the surface to feed off the huge volumes of microorganisms in the shallower waters. Family size would be strictly limited by available food supply. Offspring would likely split off at a young age to form their own herds elsewhere. Given their sparse population, mating and egg laying was likely infrequent, perhaps once in a lifetime event. The species likely had a preferred environment for egg laying. In fact, successful hatching may depend on such conditions. Given the rarity of this event, it is impossible to calculate those conditions precisely. There is no evidence to support the assumption that all members of the species were immune from the alien bacterium. Even if this is so, there is evidence that introduction of the bacterium decimated life on the planet, and this would have had catastrophic effects on the Emperor's food supply and survival rate. The symbiotic relationship between this specimen and other life forms likely developed as a direct result of the bacterial infection. Those life forms which learned to keep the Emperor alive survived with its help. This may explain the vast tracts of lifeless ocean in a rough perimeter around the Emperor's location. Okay. Oh! So the peepers eat a bunch of seeds and microorganisms and then come down here and fucking yak them up for the Sea Emperor to eat. And in turn, they get cured from the bacteria, and then something will eat them up on the surface, and so on and so forth. I don't know why. I can't stop yawning, damn. Oh, because it's 11:20, and I don't have anything to drink. We're going to sit here and reminisce about the journey so far. It's been awful. Like, I went around the map multiple times looking for the drill arm fragment. I only needed one. It was like 6-ish hours spread across 2 days looking for it. Found it by accident, just trying to get into the Lost River, or out of the Lost River, I don't know. Then an ample amount of time trying to find the inactive lava zone, which, yes, I'm bitching about it, but I also have enjoyed the game. Like, all the lore stuff has been exquisite. The voice logs are all amazing. This, even though it's a pain in the ass, this rocket, constructing it has been pretty cool. The main creatures have been pretty cool. The emergency distress signals have been pretty fun, going to those. And I think we're getting pretty close to end game here. Once I find these frickin' plant things in the top right. And this, once this is constructed. Because then we can hatch the eggs. She'll give me the enzyme to cure me. Oh, I have to go shut off the gun, because it said you can't shut it off if you're infected. And then I can take this and get the hell out of here. And I'll take some souvenirs with. Some stuff I can sell to the company. Make a good profit. Okay. Honestly, it's not as expensive as I was expecting. The next thing I'll need to craft is this. And that's expensive. This bad boy. Okay. I'm Hidden Tater. Hidden Tater. HIDINTATER. Thank you. Oh, shit. Solar eclipse. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.